So the Supreme Court is hearing a high-stakes case for the internet. The family of the only American killed in the 2015 Paris terror attacks is asking for permission to sue YouTube parent company Google for helping spread ISIS propaganda and allegedly radicalizing the terrorist who gunned down their 23-year-old daughter.
Family is challenging a law on the books that says internet companies cannot be sued over third-party content uploaded by users, that they're immune from the consequences of that content. So to discuss this, ABC News senior Washington reporter Devin Dwyer joins us now. You were in the courtroom. Devin, I was listening to it. It made my brain hurt, I'll tell you, listening to this. It was not the best argued case. But the industry, Google and the other tech giants, they say protection is essential to keeping the internet as a free form for free exchange of ideas. But what are the implications if that gets rolled back? What's the significant case?
Yeah, huge implications, Terry. For 25 years, as you talked about there, this law, Congress has protected companies like Google, Facebook, Twitter, and the like from lawsuits over defamatory, discriminatory, even potentially dangerous content that other people put there. The industry says that's helped create the internet. It's helped establish it as a space of innovation. If that goes away, they say, if the immunity goes away, we could be in entirely uncharted waters with how the internet functions. That said, the Gonzalez family, the parents of Naomi Gonzalez, who you saw there in the picture, who was killed in the Paris attack, said the immunity has gone way too far. That Congress meant it to protect the content uploaded by other people, not the algorithms that recommend us videos and posts and tweets all day long, every day. And they say those algorithms, which are created by the companies at their discretion, deserve some scrutiny and accountability. And today, Terry, they asked the Supreme Court, through their attorney, to open the courthouse door to these claims that these algorithms are causing harm. And as we've covered here extensively, there's a lot of allegations about the harm that these social media companies and algorithms are causing these days.
Tell us more about the Gonzalez family. You've been spending time with them. You've gotten to know them. Personalize this for us.
Really a lovely family, Kira. I had the opportunity to go to California, spend a few days with them, go to the gravesite of their daughter. She was 23 years old, the light of their lives, the only American killed in those Paris attacks in 2015 by the ISIS gunmen who drove by. And they told me, look, they know that Google and YouTube didn't kill their daughter. They're not out for money, but they believe there needs to be accountability and that these companies need to be held to account for their role in radicalizing terrorists. Here's a little bit about what the stepfather of Naomi Gonzalez told me.
What do you hope comes from this case at the end of the day?
We just hope that hopefully by this it'll change the laws and it'll be for the good, so they don't never have the pain that we're feeling.
And the Gonzalez family was in the courtroom today, you guys. They were front row staring the justices in the eyes. They openly told me they don't know a lot about this federal law or immunity or even the social media applications that are at question here. They just want change. And so they were hoping today, as you heard Joe Hernandez say there, that the court will give them the chance to keep the pressure on in the courthouse.
And this is one of the things we've been hearing for years about these tech companies. The way we change laws is usually through legislatures, through Congress. The Supreme Court is now being asked to do that. This old law, 1996 law, yeah, algorithms were there. And basically what the allegation is that if you clicked on something, the algorithm for YouTube would take you to the next step. And that led some of these killers to more extreme posts. And that should be essentially the equivalent of somebody publishing a libel or a defamatory statement or a threat, consequences, legal consequences for speech. The question is an algorithm really speech? And is this court the place to solve that problem, or should Congress get after it?
Yeah, that was the big question today. They said, look, a lot of the justices signaled that there's no question there are concerns, problems maybe even with the way the social media companies operate in this country, but that's for Congress to address. They were looking squarely at this law passed in the early days of the internet in 1996 and saying, really, these algorithms that present information to us online are simply part of publishing. There was a consensus today among the justices, Terry, as you know, that they sort of seem to think that those algorithms should retain that immunity. It's part of presenting information from other people. The key function of the internet. That's how we do Google searches and scroll through our news feeds on Facebook. All of that is powered by algorithms, and there did seem to be a consensus today that by opening that up to lawsuit would certainly change the way the internet functions, and that's what we heard from the companies. The lawyer representing Google said it would end the internet as we know it, and perhaps lead to even a more dangerous Wild West of an internet where anything goes, no information is moderated, and algorithms would simply be put on the sideline.
And you can imagine the lawsuits that would result if the court opens the door. Everybody could say the internet harmed me. It's a tough case. Devin, thank you very much for being in the courtroom and for explaining that and talking to the family as well. Appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.